Man, you look at this photograph right here, God dog, man. You would almost think, man, that Deontay Wilder was about to bite this boy head off. You would almost think that Wilder about to bite this boy head off. And look at his homeboy in the back, man. His homeboy in the back got that look like, oh man, champ, don't do it, champ. Don't do it. Champ, we got millions of dollars on the line, champ. Don't do it. Don't do it. But I'm going to tell you something, man. When I saw this, man, I was smiling. I was happy, man. When I actually legitimately saw this, I was happy. And the reason why I was happy, because it's about time somebody checked Radio Rahim. And I don't even know if y'all remember 2 years ago, Virgil Hunter had to check him, man. Because Virgil told him, you ask some of the dumbest questions, man. Like, why you keep asking me all these stupid questions? You always ask some dumb questions. Like, Virgil Hunter got pissed at him, man. But see, Radio Rahim like to go up there and play innocent, but Radio Rahim like to mess with people, man. And see, he gonna run up on the right one, man. And somebody is gonna steal off on this guy, man. He been around for years, man, for years and years, just saying dumb stuff, man. Just asking stupid questions, trying to, play out innocent. But Deontay Wilder had to check this guy for a different reason. Deontay Wilder was talking about black history and the struggle of black people for 400 years. And if you lived in America long enough, okay, and heck, I don't even think you got to live in America to understand. But if you've been black your whole life, you understand about the struggle, the 400-year struggle. Like, Radio Rahim, are you that stupid? Are you that stupid? And Deontay Wilder was looking at him like, dude, as a black man, for those of y'all that's slow, you don't understand why Wilder went in on him. As a black man, you're supposed to understand your 400-year struggle. But see, guys at Radio Rahim, they'll try to tell you, man, that no, racism don't exist. Racism don't exist. No, if you just do your thing, if you work hard, and if you follow the American dream, racism don't exist. See, this is what, a guy like Radio Rahim would try to tell you. Okay, but see, with Radio Rahim, he ain't had his wake-up moment yet. He hadn't had a bona fide wake-up moment. He hadn't had a wake-up moment where, the police pull you over, man, they got guns drawn to your head and put the pistol at your temple. Okay, he ain't had that kind of wake-up moment. He ain't had the wake-up moment where a store owner, man, following you around the store, and then they call the police on you because you take too long to buy something, man, and you don't understand why the cops being called on you. See, he ain't had them kind of moments. I tell you what, man, being discriminated against, man, I'm not anti-everything else, man. Actually, I'm not. I love everybody, but I'm pro-black, and I think that's the difference, man. I understand what color I am. I understand that, there are certain areas that I can never touch, because if I do, I'll be judged by the color of my skin. I'll be judged as a black man instead of a person. Because, see, people, always want to try to quote the rhetoric that, okay, well, everything is fair, everything is this. Everything isn't fair. Everything is not fair. And, me being black, I know at times in my life, things are not going to be fair. Things aren't going to be fair. It's just not. People are going to look at me because I am black. They're going to look at me and they're going to make an assessment about me and they're going to discriminate. That's just the way that is, y'all. That's just the way that is. Okay? Discrimination is real. Racism is real. It's still here. Okay? Ain't nothing you can do about it. But I think Radio Rahim got off code. And I think Deontay Wilder was trying to check this dude and saying in his mind, like, dude, you off code. You're off code. What do you mean you don't understand our 400-year struggle? What do you don't mean? These are your people, Radio Rahim, and your people too. Because you black just like I am. See, that's what Wilder was saying for people that's slow. But, Wilder, it pissed him off. And, Radio Rahim has been making people mad for years, man, because of how he acts. This guy, man, when he get around Eddie Hearn, this dude need to take out his shoes, polish his shoes, and just start cutting a jig. That's what he need to do, man. That's exactly what he need to do. Because, he's one of these guys that think that, racism is just in people's head. Racism not real, like Lil Wayne, who said that racism really not real. It's not real. It is real. Because it's kept alive by people who don't want to, who racist. It's kept alive by the people who are racist. That's just how it is. And I'm glad Radio Rahim got checked, man. Because he ain't had a wake-up moment yet. Dude, you black. You black. And I understand you want to go out, you want to be successful. You can be. But you got to understand that your 400-year history, I don't care, how many suits and ties you wear, okay? I don't care, how proper you talk, how eloquent you talk. Because at the end of the day, when something go down, they're going to look at you as a black guy. They're going to look at you as a black man. That's what they're going to look at you as. They're not going to look at you as, oh, wait a minute, he's got like 6 college education. He's got like 5 or 6 degrees. He's very educated. Racists, for some reason, don't care about that. They treat you just like the rest of us. Just like the rest of us. It's kind of hard, man, for people who you've never actually been black or you've never been a minority. It's hard, man. It's hard for people to actually understand what it's like, man. It is. You get pulled over, man, and it's just like, a year ago I got pulled over, man. And, the cop asked me, well, what you doing on this side of town? I work over here. Where you work at? Come on, man. Come on. It's 7:30 in the morning, man. It's 7:30 in the morning. What do you think, man? I got on, I'm dressed, professionally. It's 7:30 a.m. in the morning, okay? And I'm trying to get there, by 8. What do you mean why I'm over here? And then I'm also in the district where all these businesses are at and all these workplaces and everything. And it's just like, I get harassed, bro. I get harassed for over a half hour. Harassed. Because I'm going to work. Nothing else. Nothing else to it. I'm going to work, and so I get harassed. And I don't think people understand, or I don't think, a lot of people understand what it's like, man, to have a gun drawn to your head by a cop. I'm talking about by a crazy, vindictive cop who, I don't know what he's thinking, man. You don't know if he high. You don't know if this guy on roid rage. You don't know what it's like, man, to have a cop like that put his gun in your head. Okay? I'm telling you something serious, man. And at that moment, you thinking to yourself, man, hey, this might be it. These cops are crazy. Okay? These cops are crazy. Well, you never had a cop, man, just come at you, man. I'm talking about, like, literally you walking. I had a cop come at me. I'm going into the store. And he literally, came up, got in my face and started asking me, what do I intend to do? Like, what you mean? I'm going into the store, man. Well, I got a suspicious report about somebody who fit your description. I said, no, you didn't. You couldn't have. Because I just pulled up. So how could I be doing anything suspicious? And I said, bro, you just saw me get out my car and go toward the store. But see, that's the kind of stuff, man, I'm talking about, man. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. And trust me, that's just the tip of the iceberg. If I tell you some of the stuff I done seen with police and, how they actually prejudge people and they actually racially profile people. But, people that say, oh, man, black people just whine. But, you don't have no idea. You don't understand. You don't understand. And every day, man, every day, I guarantee you, man, some people won't tell you. But everybody got these stereotypes of what black people do. See, man, it's a constant, ongoing struggle, man. It's a constant, ongoing struggle. But Deontay Wilder had to tell this dude, you're off code. You off code. They ain't got to come on here and shout and scream. Radio Rahim was off code, man. And that's why Deontay Wilder got in his face. Okay? That's fine, man, if you want to do your job and be a great journalist, man. But you know what, man? As a black man, there are things that you just have to understand. There are things that you just have to know about the world. And I know this dude ain't too stupid, man. I know he ain't dumb. I know he did it on purpose to appease Eddie Hearn. But I was thankful that the champ didn't do anything violent toward him. I'm just glad he just got angry at him. I'm glad he didn't get violent, man, because it would have ruined the fight. But see, guys like Radio Rahim, man, these fighters, they should stop giving him interviews, man. They need to stop. See, if Radio Rahim was a white dude, people say, well, he wouldn't have done that if he was a white guy. Well, white people are not supposed to understand the black struggle because they're not black. Think about it, man. Think about it. At some point in time, man, like when you see, I give you an example, man. When you see Hispanic reporters, man, especially ones that interview Mikey Garcia, them people stay on code, man. They stay on code. I remember a couple of years ago, Mikey did a interview with, I think, Mario Villegas. And Mikey asked him, who you going for in a fight? It was one of the fights. And, Mario Villegas went for the Mexican guy. He stayed on code. Because Mikey Garcia kind of was giving him that look. Like, okay, well, who you going for? And Mikey was looking at this dude like, you better be going for it. But he stayed on code. He stayed on code. Mario Villegas was not going off code. He wasn't going to do it, man. And I don't ever see him go off code, especially when he talking to his own Mexicans. Nah, he don't do that. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. But, I thought it was a great look for the champ. And I really believe Deontay Wilder when he say he's not worried about how popular he's going to become. He's not worried about how big he's going to become. He's not worried about all that, man. He's just worried about, our people, which I don't have no issue with that. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong. If a person told me, I follow a fighter because the fighter is white, I don't think that's racist, okay? People, they don't understand what racism is, man. People don't understand what racism is. People use that word out of context. They use it out of context. I mean, you're going to cheer for somebody who has a similar background to you. That's just life. That's just how it is. You're going to cheer for that person. You're going to pull for that person. But I think this one time, man, I think Radio Rahim, I think he should have been on code with this one, man. I really believe that Radio Rahim should have been on code. He should have been, man. I don't even care, man, if you agree or disagree with everything Wild to say, but I think just one thing, just one, he should have been on code, and Radio Rahim couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. He couldn't stop dancing for Eddie Hearn to do this, and that, it's just the way that is.